What is up, YouTube? Day 337 of backtesting, London session 2025 on the IFGs. Looks like we're getting cooked for the first 2 months. We'll see how it goes, but looks like London session has been cooking lately. So without delay, let's just get it going so that we can get started with the weekend. All right, there it goes. Let me set up some stuff in the YouTube live studio. Next London session. We have the 4 hour. I don't see anything that clear so far. 1 hour is displacing lower as of now, as we project from this gap here. So we could potentially run this low here. So let's see how it goes. I think price could potentially be bearish. Okay, there goes the run higher. Bro, what just happened? And just going to drop without me. Either way, I think could have entered like around 3. That's what I wanted to wait for. Let's just wait a little bit more. It doesn't hurt to wait. So we failed to run this high here, but we run these highs here, and here's actually where this gap gets respected. Then we inverse these two gaps here. That's why I think good for shorts may be like 1-to-1 kind of situation here. Oh, come on, bro. This is what sculpting the Nasdaq looks like. Then we inverse the 15-minute, the 1 hour closed, end up closing bullish. So then probably price is bullish. So yeah, just gotta wait and see. Next London session. Surviving London session will be the hardest thing I've ever seen, to be honest. How's the 4 hour? We have this high here. I have this gap here, which could potentially push price higher, which is totally fine. Looks like we didn't have a good liquidity run. It wasn't even a 30 minutes, so I don't think there is anything worth taking just yet. Maybe you'd consider like entering off of this inversion, but then I think there is literally nothing to hold price there. I think here longs could be great. Have a CISD, have a liquidity run, liquidity run, and a 5-minute fair value gap retracement. So I think this is a good situation for price to go higher. Yeah, so let's try it out and see. Longs, I think the sound is not going to its max though. All right, let's get going. No way. Bro, literally, London is the opposite of what I trade because I'm very confident this would have worked out in New York. Alright, we are so cooked. Let's go on the next trading day. We haven't had a win in years, bro. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna do here? I'm gonna wait for 3 a.m. Get a good run lower. Waiting to see if it can reject and close inside of this gap here for me to take longs. And instead it continues dropping, so we might end up taking shorts the day. Okay, that's a good 1 hour closure. Where was the inversion though? The 1 hour looks quite good. The inversion was around here. We could watch out potentially for this area here, then probably target like this hourly high because the candle just opened. Have like just a light target. Will depend on how price will be displacing. Can even target all the way to these highs, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna trail here. Stops at break even because it looks like I'm gonna get stopped out in a way. Yeah, good call there. Good break even. 5 minute ends up holding bearish, so no longs for me today. Get a gentle 15-minute gap retracement, which doesn't look like it's gonna hold. Okay, 15-minute ends up inversing, bro. I can't read anything in here. Like, why would we leave this low resistance liquidity resting here? Like all these gaps stacked on gaps. I think it could be useful, but nothing. Maybe price was leaving them for New York. I don't know, because it's also possible. Mm. Let me put you on some stuff here. Okay, let's check the daily. I have this high here. Check the 4 hour. Okay, so it looks like we could potentially be bullish for the session. Maybe you could potentially get a good move. Even if it's a small move, then we could just aim for these highs here. Potentially have something like this. Are you serious? All right. I am honestly going to stop trading in London. I'm going to cut it off and keep doing New York only because London is cooking me back to back. All right. Let's do the next day and see how it goes. I think we have like, I don't know, tens, if not hundreds of days, consecutive losing days. Session results. 8 consecutive losing days, 6 consecutive losing days. Yeah, London is not profitable for me. Very, very unprofitable for me. Check the daily. We're gonna leave this placing lower, inverse this gap. Uh, so maybe it could eventually continue lower. If we start the next London session though, and remove all of this. Checking the 4 hour, we are kind of displacing lower. 1 hour, we are bro, still in some shop though. Left behind very, very prominent LR for New York. So I believe if we are to have like a manipulation move, then we'll be heading higher. So let's see if we can have that bullish move. Let's see, we start having that kind of bullish move, the manipulation. 30 minute, no 1 hour, 15 minute, like literally no anything. Where is price heading to? I don't think we're gonna be having any good long. Looks like price is going to head lower now after creating an SMT at these highs. Yeah, crazy thing, I was right after the market dumped, so it's pretty shit. It's pretty shit seeing it in hindsight. Either way, it wasn't bad. It's just that I thought that this LR could be run later, because that's what I've been seeing lately with these London sessions. Heavy consolidation. Either way, you get a good run of liquidity lower, but it's not in any POI, so I wouldn't be like longing off of anything here. So I'd rather wait for another strong retracement here, which I see that you see that we get, but it looks like it was a retracement higher, and then price continues lower. Unlucky. You're going to be filtering way too hard and not taking any setup, not just any setup that shows up, because if I can keep doing it like that, then I'll be getting stopped out back to back. Right, 4 hour kind of bullish with this slow here. With a very beautiful high here. No retracement for me to take in longs then. But I would like to see a retracement for to get a chance to try longs. That was fast. Accumulation, manipulation, then distribution. I don't even think there was a 30-second in this kind of case. Right, there was a 30-second, and then price flies high like crazy. Right, so I'd say like price is already overbought for me to be trying longs again. So I think we could be doing some shorts instead. Shorts will be the way. Okay. London session. Have a good 4 hour low here. And filled 1 hour. Alright, 1 hour, that's good. Looks like we're gonna switch up to longs then. Wow. This is a good 1 hour holding here. Even though like we are from these choppy conditions, so this probably indicates that it's not a good time to be trading. Well, Phantom, I'm very tired, bro. Like very tired. Lethal ICD. Yeah, I'm trying my best to stay consistent. I'm like really tired. It was busy doing some work the whole day, so it's crazy. Either way, we have a good 15-minute inverse right here that I think we could try with shorts and see if price could displace like lower. Oh, either way, this wouldn't be the best position that there could be, and here's why. We are in a serious short condition because look at the way price has been moving. So what makes you be confident that this gap here could hold? So I wouldn't call this like an A plus setup, even though it could move or something like that, but it wouldn't be the best setup that there could be. Okay, that's a good 15-minute closure here. This one opened quite good, but then let's see how it closes. That's good. Trail. Okay, let's see, where is ES? ES hasn't run. Oh, it actually has run these lows, but it hasn't run these ones. So we already have an SMT at the lows. That's why I think we might get stopped out soon if it doesn't continue dropping. And we are dropping quite good. I'd like to trail it to this high. Bang, we hit a 2 point what? 2.4 hour trade. And it even continues lower. I think it's going to hit this unfilled 4 hour here. Let's see. This is one of the London sessions where price tried to move, but I still don't think it would be the best considering that we were in this consolidation right here. The best trade that there will be is if there is, okay, you see, if we have this consolidation here, then for me to take shots, we should have like a clear manipulation, like from somewhere, manipulating this high right here, basically, where we have accumulation, manipulation, then the distribution lower. But since we don't have that, that's why I say it wasn't the best trade. Yeah, so trade of the day is done. London session, next day. Okay, I don't think there is anything that's strong for me on 4 hour. 1 hour adjusting first here though. I mean the 4 hour. The 1 hour is in this gap here. Alright, this honestly looks like we are building some market maker buy model from these gaps here and some other blocks here, but I will like consider more of these gaps, so it will be like some sort of like a market maker buy model around here. There's a good 15-minute inverse here. Ooh, this is not a good drop. Okay, get a good like liquidity run right here. 1 hour. Yes, and the 4 is all good close one. So it looks like the market make a buy model of mine is failing. But the good thing is that I managed to recognize that, and I think that we are about to print some shorts here, because you can see that the 15 minute here just inversed. So I think if I ever trade London, then I'll be switching to that time frame. If this works, I would confirm that the price could actually be beautifully bearish. I think these lows here will be quite prominent for break even. All right, we trail to break even. Now I would like to wait for this low, but then it looks like we might get cooked on that low. Bang. So we hit a 1.4R. Beautiful. Could have been smaller though if we did like this, but I'm grateful with this. I'm grateful with that because it's a clean entry, man. It's a clean entry. It's clean entry. I'd like to see that. How would New York go in this kind of situation? Because if we have a clean London, most of the times we have like a very shitty New York. Okay, we run the lows. Yeah, and then the lows get run once more. Whoa, crazy drop. Okay. Okay, let's go. Next London session. Have this huge gap on the daily, but I don't really mind. I'd like to see what like the hourly candle is about to do, because that's what I mind the most. We have a small FVG here. I'd like to see that hold in this session, and honestly, looks like we were heavily bearish yesterday, so we could continue lower, considering that if you look at these recent days, consolidation, breakout lower. So this could be a potential retracement where we could continue lower. So if price is bearish, I would like to see PO3, obviously. We put a high of the day, then continuation also. I'd say most of the times when I trade London, or when I anticipate London trades, that obviously means that I will be trading the manipulation, or the power of 3, but the high or the low of the day, something like that, not the whole like range where price distributes to. Right, let's see. We have the 1 hour in this gap right here. Could potentially run this one here. Let's see. Okay, low gets run. Oh, bro. Right. Let's see. There's some sort of SMT here. Some sort of SMT. Yep. I believe we have a 30-second inverse here. So that's why I want to check. I think this is a good 1-minute inverse, or we actually have some good displacement that I think that could hold price bullish all the way to those highs. Probably something like this. like to use the consequent correction of this. So stop loss is quite below that. We're not getting some good displacement, but if we can tap into this 50-minute gap, then I will obviously be trailing like very quick. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get stopped out on this one. Either way, that was a couple good trades. Remove all of these, go to the next long session. Looks like some crazy consolidation. I don't think there will be some good trades here. Though we have a good liquidity run inverse here. Look at this drop, bro. Nothing here. Let's do the next day and see if we can find anything. I'd like to see if we can run these highs and this place lower. Oh yeah, I need to track this, man. So if my drawn liquidity is lower and I think price will deliver to it by running this high, we could potentially also find trades towards this high, but let's see how it goes. Wow. I'm gonna long it right away on this 5-minute. Are you serious, bro? Now this is a break even because we've run this high now. And after closing at break even, what does it do? Boom, flies higher, runs take profit, and doesn't run all the way to this high. Obviously, this was the best TP here to target 1.3R. But waiting a year for that, totally not worth it. Why did we fail to run this high though? Totally irrelevant. Create a CISD here. And here is where we put in an inverse in the 5 minute. Then longs right away. No way. Again? So it just DP one time, two times, then the third time, well, third time's the charm. Even if it goes sideways. Let me put you on some fire bangas though. Storm. Yeah, this stuff's a banger. Go here, some Charlie Puth. Right here, you can see Charlie Puth's a legend. This thing is a banger, man. Go hear it while we backtest. Anyways, that was all for today, man. I'm so tired. I don't think I will reach an hour. Let's stay at 34 minutes. It was a good run while it lasted. And we are also having a very beautiful setup right here. Let me give you a quick sneak peek. I mean, you can see right there, right there. I mean, it's not the best, but genuinely, bro, genuinely, look at this. Take a look. All right, that was all, man. That was all.